Remember when I became Catholic, one of my best friends growing up raised Protestant. She said, I'm never becoming Catholic. She thought I was crazy. And then a few years later,
oh, is that right?
She's Catholic now. It's many people I know. Every time I would have debates with my Calvinist friends and my Protestant friends. And I also went to an Orthodox church before becoming Catholic for some time. And whenever I was hit with a real intellectual question about theology and the tradition and the history, I believed the best and most compelling argument came from the Catholic Church.
And so what would you say was the argument that made you decide?
It was so many different ones, but at the end it was, this is the Eucharist. This is Jesus's body, blood, soul, and divinity. The line of apostolic succession and the papacy, there's this consistency from the time of Jesus Christ and the early church for 2,000 years. And the gates of hell have not prevailed against this Roman Catholic Church in its teachings on faith and morals. It has changed in terms of, we now have the teaching about the Assumption of the Blessed Mother, but it didn't ever deny or retract something in its past. It always taught the truth. And I desired so much to receive the Eucharist. How do you receive the Eucharist? Well, you come under his church. You become Catholic.
Right.
First off, let's read John 6 in its exegetical context. John chapter 6 is the same chapter where Jesus says that he is the bread of life, and that anyone who comes to him will not be thirsty. And this is also the same chapter where Jesus says that unless you eat the flesh and drink the blood of the Son of Man, you have no life in you. And we must understand the context of what Jesus means by this. Because when Jesus says that he's the bread of life and that anyone who comes to him will not be thirsty, he doesn't mean that literally. It means he spiritually sustains us. And that's the exact same thing he's saying when he says that you must drink his blood and eat his flesh. That's the same that's the same thing he's saying. And you Catholics, you're going to say that since he didn't elaborate whether he was meaning it literally or symbolically, the thing is, Jesus leaves a lot of his messages up to interpretation so they can think the message through. And we also need to read Matthew chapter 16, verse 18 in its context as well. So it says, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church. Let's look at what happened a few verses before. Peter just got done confessing his faith in the Christ, Jesus. Jesus says, it is not flesh and blood that has revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven.